Hey everybody, welcome to the call. Hope you're doing great today. It's Thursday, coming up on a minute before we go live. Let me know you're here, say hello. Hey Sandy, how are you? Susan, how's it going? I see people coming on in. If you're live and you're here and you want to interact, this is your chance. If you're brand new to the call, welcome. My name's Neil. This is the ASIN360 Pro Seller Podcast. We're going to get kicked off in just a couple minutes and wait for notifications to go out as usual. Emails, text messages, phone calls, carrier pigeons, anything else I can do. Mail-in ballots, who knows, it's that time of year. I'm going to send out some notifications to everybody, and we're getting everybody on board. We're going to get going here in a minute. It is 1 minute to 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. That's what am I? 1 Mountain Time and noon Pacific. There, I made it. Woo! Covered everybody in the relevant time zones. If you guys are showing up across the pond or across the world, give me a hello. I'm super pumped today because it is the holiday season. There are so many good things happening in the marketplace in the world right now. And when we get going, the first 6 minutes or 360 seconds, hence ASIN360, for this particular podcast, it's going to be 6-minute strategies. I'm going to come up with 6-minute different topics. And then, of course, after that, we're going to talk about Product Hunt. I'm going to invite you to anything we're doing that you might be of interest to you. If you're not currently within one of my programs or one of my free Amazon seller trainings that are coming up, I encourage you guys to do that. It's FBA, it's Pro Sellers, and it is all about learning how to build brands, products, and long-term businesses that are worth more when you sell them than when you build them. So this is the ASIN360 Pro Seller Podcast. We're on episode 3. We're going to kick off today a 6-minute strategy for boosting your sales. All right, so I want to show you guys some of these particular strategies. This one's going to be stupid simple. It is really just about you guys getting visibility to your products for those influencers or whatnot out there who might not know about your products yet or can build interesting influence for you quickly, either at the relaunch of a product or the movement of a product into market. Now, what's important for you to understand about this is you should really have a good converting listing, and you should have a knowledge of who you want to target in your avatar, and then you want to approach this 6-minute strategy, and you'll see that for launching products, relaunching products, or putting new products in the market, this kind of strategy is one that you can deploy yourself very quickly. You can train a virtual assistant to go out and keep ramping it up for you. And then every quarter, you can have the same people you've connected with come back 2, 3, 4 times to promote your products every quarter in a consistent basis. Now, how you incentivize them, how you pay them, how you deal with them is going to be a variety of topics I can't cover in 6 minutes, but I did want to get that one out of the way as we get going. Hello, I am live. I put on my most awesome flannel today, so I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought, why not? We'll do flannels today, right? So let's go ahead and kick this off for the minute here. I see everybody's coming in. Hello, welcome to the call. Let me get this off for a second so that I can figure out which screen I should be showing you. This one. All right, there we go. Sorry, that was not prepped up ahead of time. Boy, we're live. We're always live. All right, here it goes. I want you to fire up Google, and I want you to go over here to google.com, not the voice inbox. Come on now. Let's get our fat fingers under control here. All right, google.com. Take rid of that. There we go. So what I want you to do with this search engine, guys, is I want you to put in something like this. If you're a kitchen seller and you've got products in the kitchen or home niche and you're looking for people to promote those and get in front of their audiences, long-term traffic for blogs, short-term traffic for influencer posts, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, etc., you can do something like this: foodie blog posts, okay, or posts, blogs, a combination of those things. And what you're going to find out is you're literally going to get a list of blogs in which they are constantly posting about food. What you want to do is kind of look at those posts and stuff that are coming up near the top that have been there not relatively long. Like this one's been up here April 20th, August 7th, okay? These mean they're more active, they're actually ranking relatively quickly, and they are actually blogs in which you could get a sponsored post. In exchange for giving them a product, they could sponsor a post on their blog that links to your Amazon listing. Now, what's important about that is you want to work with them on simple SEO tactics. Okay, what's simple in terms of SEO? Well, if you know your listing is converting very well on, food grade slicer, okay, food grade slicer, just making something up, then you would want to give them that keyword and say, okay, food grade slicer, put that in the title, put that in the bullets, and then you come up with what's called a few latent semantic search terms, okay? That just means that instead of food grade slicer, you may say commercial grade slicer or kitchen grade slicer. And you should really base that, here's your pro tip, off of the keywords you already know are getting you traffic and conversions, okay? And then you want to feed those into the blog post. Now, most of these blog post people will go ahead and do this for you, but if you give them direction on what type of keywords and stuff you want, they're going to get search engine traffic. If you come up with the deal for them to get good product, to get the updated product from you for this review, or to even give them the opportunity, if they're an Amazon associate, of earning some money off of that blog post for your product, and they have good traffic and stuff, you guys can see how you could literally work this process daily, weekly, and monthly for just about an hour. You could do it on the initial startup, and then literally it'll only take you about 6 minutes, because the initial startup should be just you writing a simple little blurb that's going to say, hey, Mr. The Simple Sweet Life, I'd love to be able to put a guest blog post on there about this product. Here's what it's doing. Here's where it is on Amazon. And I'd love to send you a copy of this product, or a unit of this product, so that you can review it. Maybe put it on your social networks as well. And they're going to start creating posts, and the more you do that, the more posts that are going to be out there. And literally, when you have that swipe file, it'll take about 6 minutes a day to do this. Literally, go out and hit 10 or 20 of these, and just go down the line. There's 32 million results. What happens if you work that process for 30 days? Well, you'd have a minimum of at least 30 blog posts pointing to your product, okay? Now, if you're going to relaunch your products, or you're part of a launch strategy, or you have existing products, keep in mind you need to do a few optimization and tweaks in your listing before you do this. I would not recommend you exercise this strategy if you are brand new to the listing, you don't really know how it's converting, and you haven't done any of the other mechanisms to determine its success. But it could be a secondary activity of a launch process. All right. So I thought you guys should know that. That's literally just 6 minutes. You'll come down here. The other component is with this particular plus sign. You could put contact on the end of that. And literally, you're going to get all of their contact sections. You can see contact, contact, contact. So you can literally come in here and swipe your file, your little paragraph about who you are and what you're doing, and you can send that to them one right after another. And I would encourage you to do this in your particular niche. If you're not a foodie and maybe you're in the outdoor space, you could say outdoor. You might even want to get specific and say, outdoor gear. And so you could get specific down here. Here's 60 outdoor blogs and websites. Okay, 60 of those that are targeted. Here's 10 of them. Outdoor reviewer gear site. Here's Gear Junkie. Literally, guys, you could go through here, and in 6 minutes a day, you could be contacting people. If you got one a day, that'd be 30 new leaks a month. Links a month pointing to your Amazon listing for targeted keywords that you know are relevant, optimized, and converting on your listing. Give me a yes if you think you could spend 6 minutes a day working this process to success, at some point creating an SOP and having a virtual assistant do it for you as just a daily activity of marketing. Who could do this simple task that I just gave you guys today? Simple marketing activity, 6 minutes a day to boost your rankings, boost your traffic, boost your conversions in social media. Anybody? Hopefully you see some yeses. There's a little bit of lag on the back end. So there you go. There's 6 minutes of a 6 minute marketing boost strategy that you could deploy relatively quickly. Get your family, kids doing it. Get your virtual assistants. Do it yourself. And just get out there and be contacting these people and getting blog posts. Every one of them becomes a link on the World Wide Web. Every one of them becomes indexed and searchable by the keywords you're targeting. Okay? And every one of those pushes backwards to your products. Use it as part of a launch strategy. Use it as part of a brand strategy. Use it as part of a relaunch of your products. And as you get in there and learn about these folks and have that conversation with them, find out what other social media networks they're on and where else they might be able to represent your product. All right? Simple 6 minutes a day marketing strategy for y'all. Step one, though, as most of you know, is get a product. Okay? You can't launch nothing or something from nothing. So step one is get a product. So let's go out here and see what's going on, guys. I know it's the holidays time. And what does that mean? It means buying and shopping and going crazy. And I can tell you that right now, we're getting shipments like 2 times a day, it appears, from Amazon. Most of you are probably buying from Amazon to some degree. Or are wanting to sell, of course, on Amazon. There are those of you who are not currently selling on Amazon. Let me interject real quick. There is a free Amazon sellers training coming up shortly here on December 7th. I'm doing another group intake For those of you who might be interested in doing this, the link is in the description. Basically, I'm going to show you a couple of different case studies and strategies over 5 days, including 5 topics, which I will show you how our clients are being able to launch their products to $100,000 in revenue in less than 30 days through a proven step-by-step formula of action and daily and weekly support within our group. Going out and doing these things without massive PPC, giveaways, rebates, coupons, huge inventory buys, and craziness, that once the process goes from end to end, it is repeatable, it is scalable, and we show people how to start doing it for free with 5 different topics of product research to product ranking and how to get your business in position to be sold with the end in mind. So if you guys are wanting to take and be involved in that group uptake, it's happening here very soon. In just a few days, the link is in the description below. I encourage you to check that out. All right, so here we go. We are buying food. We are buying top gifts. If you have something you want reviewed, and I am going to go off on a tangent in a minute because I found something the other day that I wanted to share with you guys, and I literally saw it from a video that I was watching online. There's some election stuff going on, as you may have be aware of, and I was watching some election stuff, and it popped up an advertisement, and they were showing this different thing, and I went and checked out their website, and I saw one of the products that they were selling, and I thought, dang, anybody could really take advantage of that product. And be able to see that it's proven to be sold because this vendor was selling it on infomercials, and it's out there. And I don't know if it's even on Amazon. I'm not going to go. I didn't go that far in the research because most of what I do here is in real time. It's live. It's to show you how to go through this process in different ways and shapes each time. So this isn't scripted, but it is going to take you through a process of finding a product, going lateral or horizontal through products. And of course, if you're brand new to product research and you don't have anywhere to start, you can take some of these ideas and ideas from other episodes of the podcast in the YouTube channel, and you can check that out. I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel, because by the time we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving somebody some money. And as of right now, literally in this moment, we are at 831 subscribers, guys. So if you hit the subscribe button, if you're not currently a subscriber, please do that. Get in there, and first person that I pick when we hit 1,000 gets $1,000. Hopefully you guys will do that before Christmas, because I'd like to give you some Christmas money. I think that'd be fantastic. I'm super excited about that. So here's where we are at. It was this. It was a big dog bed for large dogs. So I saw this on an infomercial, and I came in here and I looked at it, and I thought, okay, is there some kind of differentiator that's going on here? The brand that I saw that was doing this was actually doing it very well. They have other products that are supporting them, not just this one, and so they've curated a good audience and a brand audience. But I thought, okay, where is some opportunity here? Now, one of the things I'm going to show you guys in a minute, as you can see, Six Leaf is picking up some of the data in here. Now, the version you're going to see right now, and I told you I would do a little bit of demo about this, is not 100% the version that will go live. Tomorrow, if all things happen, by the time you're watching this, tomorrow for you could be 2 weeks later, but tomorrow is Friday, the 4th, and I want to make sure you know, if you're watching this, you probably already have the release. If you don't, you want to go check it out on sixleaf.com/Phoenix. You see we have widgets that are loading here to prove data points. We have a lot more data that's going to be coming out of each of these. We are working on system and performance right now and scalability. So you may see a little bit of slowness from the data, but what I will show you in the email or information that I just released to my internal audience in my list was an accuracy and a third-party accuracy report from Six Leaf proving that we are literally the most accurate data on the World Wide Web for Amazon. So that is really cool. You want to check that out at the Six Leaf blog over at sixleaf.com. So at here, you can see these dog beds have some similarities to them. Obviously, they're large dogs. There's a number of different styles. So immediately, I liked the idea that not all of these looked exactly the same, right? So from a saturation perspective, it grabbed my attention. From a data perspective, it grabbed my attention because there's a lot of room in this niche to go into this particular product and then go lateral across this product very quickly. Now, if you're already within my ASIN360 Pro program, you're catching what I'm saying right now, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're brand new or you've never been to my channel or this is the first time on here, welcome to the call. You're going to hear me drop some stuff you may not be aware of just yet and what I'm referring to, because we've got a combination of all kinds of people that are showing up on these lives, which is cool, and I want a lot more people to show up. No doubt about it. So definitely share this, guys. We're only at 831 on the subscription right now, and I want to give away some money, and no one's going to get it. before Christmas if we don't get there, which means you guys got to hit that share button, like, and subscribe so you can get notifications next time I go live. All right, so look, the price points. I love the price points. You can see we're getting some data from 6leaf, so I'm going to go up here. And again, I'm working on the beta version. There will be some changes that come out of here, but let's show you what we're looking at here with search volume, big dog search volume demand. This might not be the most relevant keyword yet, and so that's one of the reasons the search volume is not showing where I want it to. So we'll have to play with the search and the keywords, but once this search volume and stuff is all dialed in, and I know why it's showing 0, because right now I'm not looking at a keyword that has any traffic, which just means I'm looking at a keyword where I would need to go back and re-engineer that keyword in order to find the most accurate one. One way to do that is to click at the link up here, and you're going to get big dog bed for large dogs, and you can see that's not a very highly sought after search term. So I could go for large dog bed and see if I can find some I can find some traffic on large dog bed. So just in that 1 second, I'm going to go back here because I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to large dog bed. As you can see, appears right up here. And we're going to refocus this search only because I want to see if I can get the right search volume for us. Yep, there we go. Search volume showing 123,019 per a month, or 3,900 per a day. 3,900 per a day is going to be basically the volume of daily searches for large dog bed on page 1. 80% of that's going to be under page 1. 80% of the page 1 traffic is going to be in the first 3, 6, and 9 listings. And if you're not on the first page within the first 9 listings or less, then you're not going to get the majority of that traffic. And so that's one of the things I want you guys to focus on. That's another reason why I wanted to refocus this keyword, large dog bed. Okay, so now we're getting closer to being over the target. So 6leaf is telling us the average search, and basically by the time we evolve this from its current version outward, you will be able to replace merchant words, because we're going to have all the search volume you need, and you can replace another system with 6leaf. You won't have to pay monthly for search merchant words, because we're going to have that one taken care of inside of the tool. All right, so we are looking at estimated sales of 582,226. We're looking at some decent price revenue, 267, 231. If you can tell what's happening here, this one and this one compared to this one, if you just look at the data, find the pattern, these guys are definitely buying up traffic at the top end of this keyword. This guy's coming on board to take on. He may be losing some profit compared to others, but you can see they're number one in dog beds. There's a sub node under here called dog beds. This one's also under cat beds. This one's under dog beds and pet supply. So we get an idea within Amazon's A9 engine where this product currently sets. So if we come up here, let's take a look at this one as a whole. We're going to basically pull up the launch keyword. Then we're going to pull up the market research. You're seeing it go a little bit slower for the beta version. We're going to be working on performance and enhancements. All I really care about, honestly, is data. So we're looking for data, performance, and enhancements coming up next. Now that has taken way too long. I'm going to definitely slam my engineers. But hey, we're under beta, so that's the way it works. Bear with me under beta. Let's go ahead and refresh the screen while that works and see if that won't reset. In fact, it could be my internet connection. Y'all are still with me, right? We're live. I'm live. Everybody's still here. It's not my internet. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and refresh that and pull it up. I know they're working on the system. The guys were just telling me about that before I went live. And I'm like, you can't be working on the system while I'm trying to go live. You know how it goes. All right, well, son of a gun. It's not want to come up. All right, so let's go over here. All right, guys, we'll have this all resolved. That's why I didn't want to do a lot of demoing with you before the official version, because we're not using all the server power right now under the beta to make this roll out, which is why you guys don't have a copy of it yet. But what will happen is right in here, you're going to see a couple of widgets that will appear on the listing for product listing quality as well as profit forecast, which will be replacing the existing widget that used to be over here. In this section right here is where the widget used to live for ASIN Inspector Pro. I have turned it off at the moment, and so all you're seeing is now the profit forecast, which will appear right up here in the corner of the screen. Let me zoom in on that just a little bit, and you can see the gross unit profit. Now what's cool is when we click on this, profit forecast has now been expanded in here, and you guys can see, I'll zoom in on that just a little bit for you. There's a whole lot of profit data going on here. Now, this is where it's going to get fun, because at this point, you can see product information, whether it was considered small or oversized, hence the size, shape, and poundage, which does obviously affect the cost and fees. Now, some of these fees I know The guys we're playing around with a little bit earlier, so this again is not 100% data integrity just yet, but we're going to get there very close. So let's say our freight cost might be, I don't know, $5 per unit here. We might have pick and pack fees potentially outside of Amazon to get this product into the market. And then you can see, by any particular measurement here, if we have to add on additional fees or stuff for this particular product, you got to be careful with what's added on, or our gross profit per unit right over here, as you can see, dives down quite a bit. And so with gross profit per unit, they're pulling in around $5,745 at 1% margin. So with total fees for this product being a small, oversized product, they're making a lot of revenue, but not a ton of money. So that's a little bit of a warning. So let's go over here and look at the listing quality. When you pull this open right here, guys, I hope you can see that. Yep, let me zoom back out and then back in here just so we can get that. Listing quality is going to be a new factor that is going to determine between 1 and 10 the quality of the listing. And it's going to have to do with the title, the density. Keyword density is not optimized based on the large dog bed, so there's a missing opportunity for them. Bullet length, we're going to see description, number of images. The closer this listing is to a 10, the better the listing. So that can give you a gauge for some of your competition and some of your opportunities. Now, I've shown you during my other episodes of the product hunt some very poor quality listings in the past. You guys have seen it before, and I looked at it and I said, man, there's huge opportunity, right? For this particular product, we are seeing that it does make some profit, but it has to move a lot, and it's 30,415 ratings means that's a very difficult one for you to compete with. Now, where could you innovate? Now, guys, I'm going to say, for those of you who are probably listening and maybe new and haven't really heard this from me just yet, I want you to understand that while I'm looking at this niche, I am not looking at it at face value, okay? And neither should you. Face value at this moment is going to tell me that based on the number of reviews, I should not touch this market, right? So what I'm going to want to do, and what you want to do, is look into the particular niches within the large dog bed, okay? And look for a hole in here that creates opportunity. Because remember, as we talked before, familiarity and similarity equal trust, okay? And so we're looking for products that we could use to build innovations against and look to build trust in the market for different types of variations. And as I have seen this, and I've talked this out before, and we did this last week with a different product, I see a number of ways to combine crossovers with products that are not currently happening. The one we exposed last week, I went through with you, kind of showed you how we connected unicorn. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Actually, it was 2 weeks ago, and it had to do with unicorn bike helmets for kids, right? We took a bike helmet, we took the love of unicorns, and we put them together, and it was a unicorn bike helmet. Like, there's a crossover niche opportunity, and that's one of the ways that I teach my people to look, and we do within our trainings and stuff, is to help you see differently in product research than others are allowing or maybe teaching you to see. I want you to see things that are not there. I don't want you to see them for face value, because when you start to learn how to do those things, that's when it gets fun, right? And product research should actually be fun, because it is the moneymaker for the business. Listing the products, even ranking the products, and the daily management of your activities within the business don't actually make you money. It's doing a good job of choosing the products and product research. And it's actually the number one things that people have so much trouble with. And it is the number one thing that I do cover on day one of the free training, guys. It's the Urban Mindset Hack. For those of you who have never heard this before, who are just coming on board, when we do the free training and day one, I will go through over an hour's worth of training. And this one topic will give you enough product incentive and understanding and research to know exactly how we can get products to 100,000 in 30 days, the details of product selection, and how to get everything off the ground with the right foot, guys. So when you want to come in, grab that link below in the description. Day one will be all about product research during that live training. We're going to go even more in depth than what I'm teaching you right now, of course. So I want you to see the product crossover, because there's money to be made here, no doubt about it, guys. So as we pull this open and we look around here, you will know that there's money to be made in this niche, okay? So one of the things you're going to see here, it's very different than ASIN Inspector Pro, and we've almost got most of ASIN Inspector Pro's best features into Phoenix 2.0. We're very close. We're probably going to have at least 2 more iterations, which means 2 more releases, 2 more versions in which we will have that rolled out completely. And you guys are going to, I think, love where we're going with this. So sales charts, price charts, BSR ranking and tracking is going to now be available when it wasn't available to you before. We're going to have price. There's a lot to cover. I don't really want to do a whole demo of the software here today. It's not really the point of today's deal. Today's deal is about looking at dog beds and large dog beds and product niches. Overall, you can see this is a really great score, 8.4 for this niche. It does have a high competition. It does have decent revenue. It's definitely in demand. And it does have a warning on the node, basically because the BSR and the rankings for this are showing that there are a lot of people ranked really well for these products. Now, that is just at this keyword level, okay? We wouldn't necessarily just discard this product opportunity because of this result. What we would then want to do is, as I did a minute ago, you would want to go down a little bit deeper into this niche, and you would want to look for crossover opportunities that are unique. They're similar and familiar, but they're different to this product in the market right now. Because what could you do with a dog bed that is different than the ones you see in there right now? What could you bundle? What could you change? What other market could you cross? And I have all kinds of ideas. I'm not going to tell all of you those ideas today. I can't give away all the bag, but you can see it is very possible for you to cross that over. You can see estimated gross profit here, obviously dimensions and weight. If you want to change any of these, you'll be able to come under here and change any of those. This does tie to the 6-leaf dashboard. So as you saw just a minute ago, for other services, suites, and other aspects of 6-leaf, including Zonblast Next, etc., when you do get access to this, you'll be able to launch the 6-leaf app and go into the dashboard and get access to those other tools and features inside of the platform. Definitely heated as an opportunity. That creates a little bit of uniqueness. How is it heated? What's different than somebody else's heating mechanism? Why would it be more innovative for just heating? Keep thinking that through, Mark. Like, keep going on that thought train, right? So there's a version of the product financial metrics that are shown within the tool. All right, now I showed you a second ago on the listing, the product forecast, which gives you everything. Now you can get a version of it for the individual product in here. You can view the listing, go to their storefront, as we have done in the past. I always encourage you to go to the storefront for the products and look down at the brand level too, not just the product level. And we can see fulfillment costs, profit costs and stuff. Fulfillment fees for this one are not showing at the moment. Could be the way they're setting this product up. Could be a data issue for us. I don't know which of those is true yet. I'd have to go reverse that, and I don't know about the answer to that just yet. But guaranteed we'll have all this worked out by the time we get out of beta. So $13.77 in profit, 46% profit margin, not bad. If the unit cost stays around $10.50, that's what you could expect for a $29.99 product. Now, again, $29.99 and objective pricing, net profit pricing, you guys should know if you've watched any of my videos or followed along, I don't take pricing at its current face value, and neither should you, right? Because there's a lot of different ways to move some of these products together. This one, for example, well, it's a memory foam pet bed with a removable wash cover and squeaker toy set, and they're pulling out $69 per unit, right? Which is giving them a better estimated gross profit after fees, right? But they have a larger product and it's a larger weight, but again, it's still a good product opportunity. You know, this niche, just in its general form, is people making anywhere from estimated revenues of, 15, I'm seeing down here, upwards of 400,000. So, it's all opportunity. It's just how you approach it. Okay, so we wouldn't eliminate this niche, just to be very clear, but we're going to look for opportunities to make it work differently for us. Going into keywords, going into niches, and seeing what's happening. We'll look at Amazon's choice and sponsored ads as products to be a little bit careful with, because if they've been in the market for as long as they have with the sales days, right here, 515, etc., you are going to be looking at those as the dominant force that you would have to bust to get in here, because they have definitely been here for a while. You can see that when they launched and how much they've been launching, and how much they've been scaling. And if you noticed, this is just a graphical, obvious change in where the market is currently setting at this moment. You can see where if we go back year to date, and we even go back 2 years, so they don't even have data that far back, because they launched somewhere back here in January, it looks like, of 2020. At this moment, because we're pulling all the way back from December 31st I don't think we're going beyond. Yeah, we're not going beyond that. So as of December 2020, this product was in the market, folks. Estimated sales powered by Rise is showing that we are scaling this product upwards of now an estimated 276.66 or 515 sales. Look, that is just incredible. That's a life cycle of a product. And the other thing I want you to consider about this is I'm looking at it, and I want you to look at it too. How many months between January and now, right? So why am I asking you to look at that question? Why am I asking you to look at this right here, okay? When they had 4 sales versus where they're at right now, cranking out sales like crazy, okay? It isn't just the holiday period that we're looking at, right? We've got a ramping period here of over 12 months. Why am I asking you to look at the 12-month ramp rate? Anybody got any ideas? Sponsored ads, products. Why do I want you to look at the sales chart? Okay, that one's been out there for 268. This one's doing 15. They launched this one, looks like roughly the same time frame a little bit, and they had a big push right here. Looks like it did a big marketing push to rank this thing up. See that right there? Okay, they went like crazy here to rank this product, and it's taken off. They did their ranking and push somewhere around May, which was smart, heading towards the holiday season. Any ideas? Anybody got any ideas? Why the 12-month? Why am I drawing attention to that? There's an expectation I'm drawing attention to, in case you're not following along with it, okay? Now, by the way, that's revenue as yesterday's estimated, and this is 30-day revenue, okay, just to see the difference between the two. Revenue estimated from yesterday's sales, average daily sales over 30 days. We have the estimated revenue per day over 30, and 30-day revenues. It's progress over time is the best way of saying that. Thank you. Is that Nicole? Hi, Nicole. Yes, you get it. See, even Nicole gets it, guys, and Nicole's a rock star. So it's progress over time. So what is possible within that time frame is really what's important here, because I have people come in and they're like, well, if this product doesn't, rank in 45 days and make me $2 million, then this sucks. That's my best whiny voice. No, David, it's not seasonality. It is time in market. Time in market was the phrase that I was going for. Time in market, right? So why is that important? It's expectation, right? It's not just when they started, it's how long they're going and where will they be at by next year. Not just this year, they'll be going next year and the year after. It is a longer and slower yearly ramp up of that product. That means this thing is going to be going for a long time. And it's going to be doing very well for a long time, right? It's not just seasonality, it's evergreen. It took 12 months for them to get to the point where this product is doing those kinds of revenues, okay? And when they got to that particular point, they're generating a lot of revenues, and they just entered the market less than 12 months ago, right? I think that's the most important thing to recognize here. So spikes in prices help to estimate. Yes, that is correct, but what we don't want to see is a product that's doing that, right? That's a free fall. Okay, why is that happening? I'll get into that later on. You guys don't, probably need to know all of this detail right now. But what I want you to be looking for is graphs that move product over time. You want to look at a 12-month run rate, 12-month run rate for a product. You want to know consistency and landing quality are good, and the product niche validates itself out. We don't want to be in competition. We don't really want to be in saturation, but we want to take a product in a niche like this, and we want to go backwards, reverse engineer the dog bed niche, and then we want to look for commonalities across it. We want to look for opportunities to innovate, and then we want to take a product like this to market. Do we run away from it? No, we shouldn't run away from it because there's money, opportunity, and intent and buyer intent here. What we want to do is be smart about the product. We want to innovate on the product, and then we want to take a product like this to market. And we also want to take a product like this to market with more profit than our customers, our competition. And once you have those components in place, guys, you will have an opportunity for a very serious product going downstream. So guys, once again, I'm going to start wrapping this up. If you want to get on a free Amazon sellers training, you want to learn more about this, you want to spend 5 days going detail with me across 5 topics, an hour every day, I would encourage you to grab the link in the description below, subscribe to this channel. If you like what I did today, you're going to love what I do next week. I'm always going in and looking for new opportunities to open up products. We always do product research and hunts here, but I'll always give you 6 minutes of fun things to think about, like today, which had to do with going through and making sure that you took 6 minutes to work on a marketing strategy. Literally. It will take you 6 minutes of searching to go in and run contacts for people who can write blog posts, who can get a unit of your product to review and put that thing in the market and start boosting existing product sales, relaunching products, building a pipeline of good quality keyword-oriented traffic for your target keywords and putting them in the system. Guys, I hope that gives you some value today. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to hop off here, and I hope you take a look at this niche and get an opportunity to see where you might be able to innovate in the dog beds, dog niche. It is an evergreen pet niche, no doubt about it. What you do to take those products or look for innovations in that product, I'm going to leave to you guys, because there's a lot that you can do with that, no doubt about it, guys. And so when I leave you here, I hope you will be going out and ensuring that you do some product research, because if you don't take time for your Amazon business today, you'll take time for your job tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you again next week.